For this recipe, you're going to need 1 whole pomegranate, 1 orange, 1 lemon, 1 clove of garlic, a quarter of a white onion, about a quarter of a jalapeno or habanero or chili of your choice, a quarter cup of blue agave nectar to a half cup depending on your sweetness taste. You can use real vanilla bean, or you can go ahead and use the actual vanilla extract depending on what you have on hand. Now you're going to have some cranberries, 12-ounce package. I chose to use these frozen. For this next section, you're going to need 1 whole pomegranate, and you're going to need a bowl of water so that when you separate and cut it, you can go ahead and have the seeds float inside the bowl and be easier for you to be able to assemble the pomegranate. We are going to go ahead and cut the ends off of this pomegranate on both top and bottom so it doesn't rock and back and forth, and then we're going to cut the sides of the pomegranate so we can go ahead and peel the outside skin of it, exposing the beautiful jewels of the pomegranate. After that, we are going to go ahead and rip it apart with our hands so we don't destroy the jewels inside, and we're going to go ahead and put the pieces inside the water because it will float to the top and make it easier to prepare this pomegranate, and also keeps everything pretty much clean and prevents all the beautiful jewels from popping all over the place, all over the counter like it is here. And this is what it looks like after it's been prepared and cleaned and all the pieces are taken out from the existing part of the pomegranate. We are going to zest 1 lemon and 1 orange, but we're going to reserve these 2 pieces back because we're going to need to use them for later for their juice. Now that we have finished zesting the outsides of our oranges and our lemon, we're going to go ahead and juice them. Go ahead and prepare a colander and prepare to hand squeeze them so that the seeds fall into it. Then after you get done juicing this, you're going to go ahead and put the rinds of both the lemon and the onion back in the juice, because we're just going to need to use the rinds to get the essential oils out of both the citrus fruits that we're using. We have a white onion, we have 1 clove of garlic, and we have a jalapeno. We are going to take this garlic and smush the holy Tarzan-o-matic out of it so it releases that outer skin out of it. And it also helps smush it so it makes it easier for us to fine chop it. After we're done fine chopping it, we're going to put it away in a bowl and put it off to the side. Shortly after that, we're going to go ahead and get started on our jalapeno. We're going to get a very small sliver of it, and we're just going to do a very small, because you don't want it too spicy in this chutney. You don't want to overpower the flavor of the beautiful jalapeno inside of our chutney, because it's supposed to be sweet, not just spicy. It's supposed to be savory. And we have the onion, so it gives it a little bit of a savory flavor. We're going to finely chop this entire half white onion as finely as we can, and we're going to set it all to the side. And behold, we have real vanilla bean. Now if you don't have real vanilla bean, that's fine. You use a teaspoon of vanilla extract instead. But to prepare this vanilla bean, you have to cut it in half, and then you scrape the inside with the non-sharp part of your knife and make sure it's away from you. The non-sharp part, because you don't want to destroy the pod. We're going to be reusing the pod later and putting it off to the side, and we're going to keep everything on our knife so we don't lose all those succulent, beautiful vanilla beans right there. Okay guys, this is what you're going to need. Have already prepared for this, so you just dump and go pretty much. Here's our pomegranate, our onion, and our jalapeno, and our garlic mixture.
our grated rinds of the orange and the lemon, our agave nectar, our orange juice and our lemon juice, and the filtered the actual rinds. We're going to use that, plus vanilla bean. And I'm actually going to put the pods right on in, and I'm going to scrape this and put this completely in. We're going to need some water. We might need a little touch of salt, but the star of our show, the 12 ounces of cranberries we're going to be putting in. So it's pretty much going to be like a dump and go situation. You'll see in the next clip.
Now, if you're lucky like me, you have a cast iron pot like this. Well, anyways, you're going to set your flame on high, and you're going to add 2 cups of water to this. And next, you're going to add your pomegranates in it, and then you're going to add your cranberries. You're going to add your rinds, your juice, as well as all the other ingredients all at once, but the agave nectar. You will add that in the next segment. Now go ahead and cook this until boiling for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes has elapsed, you're going to go ahead and add your 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup of agave nectar. You're going to stir that until it fully incorporates, and then you're going to lower your heat from high to medium low to simmer for another 10 to 25 minutes. Don't forget to keep stirring every so often and to gently stir this. After 25 minutes has elapsed, this is what this is going to look like, and we're going to be stirring this on occasion. We're going to be making sure that our flame is low, it's not too high, but if it gets too liquidy, you're going to want to turn the flame back up ever so slightly so it can reduce a little bit faster, or you might need to add a little bit more agave nectar to somewhat thicken up your chutney. When your sauce comes to this big huge boil, it is pretty much done, especially if it reduced half. You're going to want to remove your unwanted pieces, such as your orange rind, your lemon rind, and also your vanilla bean pod out. Don't forget to set this off to the side to cool before placing into any dish. Now here is your finished product.